What's up everyone, welcome once again to the channel. It's your boy Lewis and today I am so excited because we're gonna be talking about Miss South Africa 2025. I am honestly still in denial that I am even saying this because I thought, to be honest, that there was not gonna be a Miss South Africa this year. There have been so many changes, delays, and just secrecy around the information regarding this year's edition of the pageant that I thought, you know what? Better luck next year. But luckily, the Miss South Africa organization just unveiled the top 10 delegates who will be competing to represent South Africa at this year's edition of Miss Universe. I am assuming that the winner of Miss South Africa will go to Miss Universe because technically that hasn't been addressed just yet. Anyways, so in this video, I'll be introducing you to the top 10 ladies who are competing for the title of Miss South Africa 2025. I will also tell you a little bit about the front runners, the ones that are already standing out in my opinion. And also I want to share some of my thoughts about the Miss South Africa organization, where it stands in today's day and age. So you know the drill. If you enjoy this, go ahead and drop a like on this video, subscribe, be part of the conversation in the comment section down below. Let me know, how do you feel about this top 10 delegates? Who are your standouts? Do you agree with my comment, my feedback, my opinions, and all of those things? I missed this. I am so excited. Miss South Africa is back and so are the reviews. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's get started with Miss Zanele Fakati. She is a business IT at a public investment corporation. In terms of her education, she has an advanced diploma in business IT, and she does have a couple of projects that she gets involved to as in the form of an advocacy, such as the Diamonds Model Academy, which is a mentorship program, as well as the ZA Powerhouse Foundation, which is all about youth education and empowerment. Let's talk about Baisile Mashile, who prefers to go by Nelly Mashile. She is a doctor and a surgeon, and I found her background so interesting because in terms of her education, she obtained her first medical degree in Cuba. So as a proud Cuban myself, I've been aware of these programs where different countries go and study in Cuba for free, and she is one of those students that benefited from those programs in Cuba. Later on, she also obtained a surgery degree. Her advocacy is called Ignite Unite, which is all about bridging access and opportunity for the youth. In the past, she attempted to join Miss South Africa once in 2023. However, she was not successful to make the cut in that edition. So this is a comeback queen who is trying to make it in the national level. Up next, we have Lebohang Simanga. So I'm gonna call her Lebo. She is a client manager and a professional model. In terms of her education, she has a Bachelor of Commerce in Economics and Marketing. And her initiative for the Miss South Africa pageant, as in the form of an advocacy, is the Lebo Leads Foundation, which is all about leadership skills for the youth. I just love the facial beauty. Look at those eyes, the lips, the hair, the styling, everything is perfect. More on that later. And let's keep it moving with Gian Radiman. She has a Bachelor of Arts in Industrial Psychology. By profession, she is a mental health professional as well as the founder of an online counseling platform. The reason why she decided to enter Miss South Africa is because she wants to amplify her voice to empower women through mental health awareness. So very on brand for her education and professional background as well. They did specify as well that her motto is here to love and to serve. How queenly of her. Moving on, we have Kavikazi Mazaleni. By profession, she is a speech therapist with a master's in speech language pathology. Her focus during the Miss South Africa pageant is going to be creating awareness around autism as well as bridging cultural and linguistic gaps in therapies. I really like that she is going deep with the advocacy. One of the reasons why she stands out is because she uses her field to address social, economic, and political realities in communication. So I really like the fact that we are getting a perfect blend of professional background, education, as well as purpose during the Miss South Africa pageant. Let's talk about Bridget Jones, who is a flight attendant by profession. She is currently studying management at a German international university online, and her goal in life is to gain global experience and foster cross-cultural collaborations. How beautiful. She is in the right place for this. The reason why she chose Miss South Africa is because she sees it as a next step in creating a compassionate footprint. Up next, we have Ms. Karabo Mareka. She is also a flight attendant by profession. However, she is settled in the United States. The reason why she entered Miss South Africa is because she wants to be a beacon of hope for the South African youth facing financial barriers to education. So that's a very good cause to join a pageant. In terms of the impact that she would like to have through this platform, it is to represent township youth globally, encouraging them to think creatively and seek opportunities abroad as well, just like she has done and succeeded as a flight attendant in the US. US. And now let's talk about Tabiseng Kagasi. Professionally, she is a marketing manager and an entrepreneur. She has a Bachelor of Arts with honors in marketing and communications. Her focus for this platform is going to be digital divide and youth entrepreneurship. I wonder how she is going to approach the digital divide. I wonder how she defines that. As an extra, she does run her own social media management company, so she is a girl who understands the social media world. So shout out to you, my girl. We're almost done, but now let's talk about Giselle Banske, who is a chartered accountant by profession, as well as a business development manager. She has a Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting Science, and her advocacy for this platform is going to be to promote ethical financial practices, as well as mentoring peers on financial literacy. And last but definitely not least, we have Luyanda Nonlelo Zuma, who by profession is an actress, a model, and a former Miss South Africa contestant. In terms of education, she holds a Bachelor in Life Performance. And in terms of the advocacy, there are two initiatives that are highlighted: the Lens Media, which is all about African storytelling, as well as the Nonlelo Foundation, which is all about child and youth support. Her motto in life is, "You are never too young to lead." Inspirational. Out of this entire batch, the one who managed to compete before at Miss South Africa successfully and make it to the top 10, and also a girl who has represented South Africa internationally before at Miss Charm, if you guys recall that. Which brings me to the next part of this video, which is telling you about those who I consider to be front runners. Okay, so first impression so far, at this early moment, I will say that it's between Luyanda and Lebohang. Both of them fit the prototype for Miss Universe this year in terms of their facial, physical beauty, and kind of knowing, and also just being self-aware, guys, that Miss Universe as an international organization is kind of like going back to that prototype that they used to have a couple of years ago, especially during the Donald Trump era. I do think that these two girls could bring that level of performance. I think that Luyanda has a little bit of an advantage because she does have the national and international experience. She's been able to see the areas where she excels, but also knows which areas she needs to focus in order to improve. Lebohang, on the other hand, I'm not aware of her competing internationally or nationally before, so I think this is a first for her. So if she was to be crowned the next Miss South Africa, knowing that this edition of Miss Universe in Thailand is going to be highly competitive, we will have to see if she is up for the challenge. To be honest, I do think that these two contestants are pretty predictable in terms of like being front runners, so I'm sure that most people would agree that they are considered like maybe the fan favorites going towards the crown. However, I would like to add someone else in the mix, someone who might not be the obvious fan favorite at first, but that to me seems very promising. I'm talking about Kavikazi Mazaleni. I told you guys that I was not crazy about this photo, but she does have incredible photos that honestly could go head to head with some of these other girls. I think that she has the perfect balance between the facial, physical beauty, as well as the background that a Miss South Africa usually has. I will have to hear a little bit more of her communication skills and just see her in motion. Like, I feel like for her to prove herself during some of the in-person challenges like runway, walk, and those things is going to be so important. Although we know that Miss South Africa doesn't really focus so much on the walk, but this is a new organization, so we don't know. We have to wait and see what's gonna happen. But I think that if there was like an underdog story going on and that might surprise us all, it might be her. So let's stay tuned for that. Lastly, I just want to wrap this up by giving the Miss South Africa organization their flowers, because honestly, well, first of all, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a tap in the hand because you kept us waiting for so long just for even know what's going on with the Miss South Africa pageant this year. There was so much secrecy around everything going on, but I'll give them their flowers as well because, to be honest, they did deliver everything they promised when the time was right. I mean, from the moment that the initial announcement was made that they're making a comeback, only like an hour after, we had already the announcement of the date. We had the announcement that it was the top 10. We knew who the judges were going to be. A day after, we had the official top 10 candidates. The website is updated, the photos are out, the descriptions, the interviews, everything is right there. So the material has been delivered to the audience, and you can tell that there was extensive work going on behind the scenes. So honestly, I'll give it to you, Miss South Africa. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Are you excited for this new top 10? Who are your early favorites? Who are you rooting for? Have you made up your mind and know who is your next Miss South Africa? I will be reading you as usual. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe. We are going road to 300K here on the channel. And stay tuned because I will be posting more content about Miss South Africa in the upcoming days. Thank you for being here, and I will see you on the next one. Bye now.